All right. Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to this daily forecast for tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Um, so, overall, let's look at the economy calendar. Oops, sorry, I got a little bug here. Um, but overall, tomorrow we're not expecting much. We don't really have that much news, only Australian dollar unemployment rate, but that's it. We don't have any USD folder, even orange folders. We don't have anything. And honestly, today was a very high volatility day. We had a lot of movements across all assets. And so the only thing I'm expecting from tomorrow is a consolidation to potentially create some fair value gaps. And then on Friday, we have PCE, which is very important for the Federal Reserve. It's one of the data that they use the most to assess economic situations. And so I think Wednesday, tomorrow, probably low volatility consolidations, and then Thursday we can get a real move, okay? So I I'm keeping my expectations pretty low for tomorrow, if I'm being honest. So right here on the dollar, as you can see, we have reached this first target, which is it's just a daily swing high basically. But if you look on the weekly time frame, we still have the weekly target left to reach. It's quite far, but somehow I think we could reach that before the end of the week. We'll see, but I think it's possible. So basically, right now the plan is just to tomorrow should be a consolidation around this level to create a daily fair value gap. Then on Thursday, when we get the volatility, we can sting back into it to continue higher. Okay, so it's mainly waiting here on the dollar. Um, we can take a look at the majors quickly, but I just don't think it would be wise to trade the majors because we might be heading into a consolidation here. So EU, no, no. USD yeah, it still has potential. We'll wait for this one, and then USD also still has some potential. So, yeah, it's all about waiting to see what the dollar does. And ideally, we want this daily fair value gap to get created because if we don't, if we sweep this target right here, if we sweep this swing high, then we might be going lower for a bit, okay? So ideally, like I said, we just want to create a daily fair value gap here on the dollar, and then we'll take a look at the majors. Now, on the metals today, very big drop. I actually I placed a trade today, but I never got triggered, which was really unfortunate. But I didn't want to enter on the zero point 0.5 level. I entered on this 15-minute swing high. Um, but I just never got triggered into the trade and it started moving lower already. So I canceled this order. I honestly don't think I'm gonna get triggered. So well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's make an analysis of this. See if I should reopen that position for tomorrow or if I should just stay out. So overall today we went lower. We still have this target to reach on the 4 hour. Okay, so on the 4 hour, we are rejecting, we are, well, moving lower from this daily fair value gap. You see here the two candle rejection is pretty nice. I'm just going to remove this. Two candle rejection is pretty nice, and then the third candle expands a little bit lower. Now, let's see when the market opens. Let's see if we can create another 4 hour fair value gap. If we do create another 4 hour fair value gap right here, then I wouldn't mind maybe looking for something like this, okay? But it's really about reacting at this point here on gold. Now, if we take a look at silver, because silver was the most interesting one yesterday, and it still is today, if I'm being honest, because right now we have the potential of creating this entire daily fair value gap. So honestly, I'm expecting a consolidation here on the metals, like on the dollar, for example. We still haven't reached this huge intermediate term low right here. We have just reached the previous week's low, I believe. Well, yeah, it is a previous week's low, but it's not from last week. It's the week before. But anyways, it's the same thing. So right now, I think we should just consolidate, create that daily fair value gap, perfectly overlapping with this beautiful fair value area. And then, well, on Thursday, we can have a sting back into it to target lower right here. So I'm keeping a close eye here on silver because silver, the price action here is extremely nice. This is very high probability price action, and I see some potential here compared to gold. Even though I did try to take a trade on gold today, um, I just think that gold is not moving as cleanly as silver, and so I would rather focus on silver here. Okay? So consolidation here on silver for tomorrow. Crude oil. Crude oil went absolutely nowhere today. Honestly, like very, very little volatility here on crude oil. All the other markets got a lot of volatility, but not crude oil. Um, so we had this swing low. Right now we closed above it, but I don't know. It's not too clear. And we did create a daily fair value gap right there. So yeah, the most logical thing for crude oil to do is just retrace back into that daily fair value gap and then continue lower. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's not what I was expecting, but hey, we have to be objective here. So yeah, lower prices tomorrow on crude oil. Then Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks good. There's still 3 hours to go. But overall, if we could close below this low, that would be great. And then again, consolidation tomorrow to create a daily fair value gap, just like on the other markets. But Bitcoin overall, good day. That rejection here, just the sting inside the daily fair value gap and then delivering to the context low is beautiful right here. I don't know if any of you caught this trade right here, but this trade was beautiful on Bitcoin for crypto traders. I don't trade crypto, but right here, this is the entry. You cover this high, and then you just target the target. This is a beautiful trade on Bitcoin right here. And now let's take a look at the indices. Very good day. Well, depends on your point of view, but for me, it was a very good day. For the indices, that's exactly what I forecasted yesterday. It's exactly what happened. So we've been moving lower. We closed below this low, which now turns into a fair value area low. And again, tomorrow, expecting a consolidation to create that daily fair value gap to then continue lower on Thursday. Okay, so consolidation throughout the day here. That's what I think will happen tomorrow. But overall, very good. The S&P 500 now, we can officially say that this daily fair value gap has been disrespected and now we're moving lower. And the next target is this low all the way down here. Okay. Nasdaq, same exact thing. We can now safely say that this daily fair value gap has been disrespected for good. Give me a second. I just have a little technical problem here. All right. Sorry. I just had a funny technical problem. But yeah, here on Nasdaq, same thing. We're just expecting a consolidation on Wednesday. This low turns into a fair value area low and just simply a retracement back into it to then continue lower, aiming for this low down here. Okay? So this is beautiful. This is exactly what I predicted, what I forecasted. Um, Stock market is crashing, lads. So keep an eye on stocks because opportunities are coming very soon. Then on the crosses right here, nothing meaningful on CHF JPY. I genuinely don't like it. I think I'm actually going to remove it from the interest list. This is just very ugly price action. Australian dollar CHF. Whoa. Okay. That was not expected. And so when it's not expected, then it's not interesting. So removing this from the interest list, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, that is not expected as well. Yeah, no, don't. I really don't like this. Like, if we had closed above this daily fair value gap, then I would say, yeah, okay. But that's a strong bearish close right here, and we will most probably create that daily fair value gap. And so we were looking for long initially here on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, so that's just not interesting. Euro, Canadian dollar. This one looks a little bit better. This one looks a little bit better. We have this first target. We got the sting inside the daily fair value gap. Now I would wait for some kind of confirmation here. Maybe a retracement back inside this 1 hour fair value gap. If we can push higher from this 1 hour fair value gap, then yes, I would take a look at Euro Canadian dollar. Um, and then GBP Canadian dollar. Yeah, that's not too clear. It's a very big consolidation here. No, I just don't like it as well as much. Sorry. So yeah, for the Canadian dollar pairs, Euro Canadian would be my favorite here. Then Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We're getting that retracement. We closed inside the daily for value gap, so this can stay on the interest list, but I don't think it's interesting for tomorrow. And also, I'm seeing this right now, but we could have a retracement all the way back to the fair value area high to then continue higher. So I just, I just have a bias for Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and I just love this pair. And I don't know, I have a feeling that since we've gone up so fast, now we're going to come back down into the fair value area to then target higher. We'll see how that evolves. And finally, GBP Australian dollar doing the complete opposite of what we expected it to do. So this is not interesting anymore. All right, well, the crosses interest list has shrunk. We only have two left, which is Euro Canadian and Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So we'll keep taking a look at them during the week. Now, a little recap here on the indices, simply consolidation tomorrow. Unless we get proven otherwise and somehow price starts moving lower already, then maybe, yeah, you could be looking for a short, but the most logical thing for price to do is to stop a little bit, create that daily fair value gap to then pick up some pace on Thursday. Okay. So, yeah, indices consolidation for tomorrow. Then on the dollar, consolidation as well. So don't look at any majors for tomorrow. Let's just wait for Thursday. Gold and silver, probably the same thing. Yeah, most likely it's going to be a consolidation, especially on silver here. Like the opportunity to create that third candle consolidation is just perfect. Um, so that Friday we can get that beautiful setup. So yeah, overall consolidation across everything, even Bitcoin consolidation. The only one I don't really know is crude oil, because it's been consolidating today, so we might consolidate again tomorrow. It's really hard to tell right now because there's this MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, that they're working on with Iran, and I don't know, there seems to be a lot of gaps in that deal. Um, and I've been listening to a lot of experts in the past few days talking about that memorandum of understanding and that deal that the United States are supposedly signing with Iran, and the experts are saying that it's not really going to lead anywhere. It's just, again, buying some more time. It's just another 60 days of buying time, but the conflict isn't really resolved. I would love to have your opinion on that, by the way, if you want to comment or just send me a message. We can talk about that. But yeah, that's it for tomorrow. I'm not expecting anything big, just consolidations, mostly throughout all assets. All right, lads. Well, thanks for listening, and be careful tomorrow. As I said, we might be stuck in a consolidation. All right, thank you. Bye.